you can expect from entrepreneur running an advertising agency, telling stories to all his clients, customers. I really enjoyed the story about 1,000 Lives, which again proves my theme, saying that there is no end. Every end she brings a new beginning, and that never ends the 1,000 Lives. Coming to the last speaker of this session, it is Toastmaster Jayanthi Sundararaman delivering her speech. Before I introduce her, I would like to invite her evaluator, Toastmaster Rajesh Natarajan, to read out the objectives.
Good evening, Toastmaster of the day and fellow Toastmasters. Toastmaster Jayanthi is attempting a project from interpretive reading manual of in advanced communication journey. The objectives of her speech today are to understand the difference between poetry and prose, to recognize how poets use imagery, rhythm, meter, cadence, and rhyme to convey the meaning and emotions of their poetry, to apply vocal techniques that will aid in the effectiveness of the reading. Time allotted to the speaker is 6 to 8 minutes. Today, for this project, Toastmaster Jayanthi has chosen a poem from Shakespeare, the famous lines are "All the world is stage." All the best to the speaker, and over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajesh. So, Toastmaster Jayanthi is completely aligned with the philosophy or the theme of the day. Yes, 2018 was sort of a mixed year for her, but predominantly on the happier side. She became an area director in Toastmasters. She started her own club. Forget it. All these are silly things. She has a great things to rejoice in this year. She has become a grandma in 2018. The only grandma of many Toastmasters club is Toastmaster Jayanthi Sundararaman. And she also feels that at one point of time when she missed her mother-in-law, who was supportive in all her endeavors, she thought, that's all, I'm going to slowly shut up. But with new entrants in the house, people to encourage her, motivate her, she sees a new beginning and starts enjoying life once again. Toastmaster Jayanthi, all the world's a stage, Toastmaster Jayanthi.
I guess, yeah, I think he's joking, right? See me as a grandma. I was just googling about the poetry that I have to read, as the manual suggests, how good you are in reading. None other than Shakespeare came into my fore. And I found that he's not only a great playwright, he was my mother-in-law's favorite poet. So with her remembrance, I wanted to choose this famous thing, All the World's a Stage. Here you go. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. His act begins 7 ages at first, the infant, puling and puking in the nurse's arms. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women are merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. Then the whining schoolboy, with a sash and a shining morning face, leaping like snail, unwilling to go to school. When that I was a little tiny boy, with hey ho, the wind and the rain, a foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain raineth every day. But when I came to man's estate, with hey ho, the wind and the rain, king's knaves and thighs shut their gate, for rain raineth every day. But when I came alas to buy, with hey ho, the wind and the rain, by swaggering would I never thrive, for the rain rained every day. But when I came unto beds, with hey ho, the wind and the rain, to toss pots till the drunken heads, for the rain rained every day. Great while ago, the world began with hey ho, the wind and the rain. A foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain every day. All the world's a stage, and all men and women merely players. They have their exits and entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. And then the lover, sighing like furnace, with awful ballet, made to his mistress, I grow. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and beard like a pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannot's mouth. Beauty, truth, and rarity, grace in all, simplicity. Cures and clores in Cinder's life. Death is now the phoenix nest, the turtle's royal breast to eternity doth rest, leaving no prostrate. That was the infirmity, it was married chastity. Truth may seem, but cannot be. Beauty brag, but it's not she. Truth and beauty buried to be. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. And then the justice, in fair round belly, with good cap on line, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. All the world's stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits, they have their entrance, and one man in his time plays many parts. The sixth age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon. With spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful horse well served a world too wide for his shrunken shank and his big manly voice. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. One man in his time plays many parts. When icicles hang by the wall, and Dick the shepherd lowers his name, and Tom bears logs into the hall, the milk comes frozen home and pale, and blood is nipped and ways be foul. Then nightly sings the strolling owl. To who? To be. To who? A merry note. With greasy John doth kneel the pot. When all around the wind doth blow, and coughing grounds the parson's saw, and birds sit brooding in the snow, and Marine's nose looks red and raw, when roasted crabs hiss in the bowl, then nightly sings the starry owl. To who? To who? To who? To wit, a merry note, with greasy John doth me part. All the world's a stage, and all men and women merely players. They have their exits, they have their entrances, and one man in his time plays all part. Turning around, childish tremble, pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all that ends the strange eventful history. His second childishness are mere oblivion. Sans deep, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits, they have their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. Is actually 7 stages. Thank you.